Chapter 1. The Dangers of Playing It Safe. Security is mostly a superstition. It does not exist in nature. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. Helen Keller. When you think of someone who's playing it safe, you rarely think of a guy like Vivek Shaw. By 2008, when he was 36 years old, Shaw was Group President, Digital Publishing at Time Inc. He was responsible for all online news, business, and sports properties, including Time.com, Life.com, SI.com, and CNNMoney.com. A creative thinker and change agent, Shaw was promoted to Group President because he had a knack for reinventing old magazine brands so that they could succeed in the new digital world. His biggest success was creating CNNMoney.com, a single consumer-friendly destination for all of Time's financial information that is now among the company's most valuable assets. He was named to Crain's New York Business's prestigious 40 Under 40 list in 2006, top 40 business people in New York under age 40, and many in the industry felt that Shaw was on the fast track to becoming CEO of Time. However, Shaw felt he needed a change. In early 2010, with a stellar track record, and despite a bright future in front of him, Shaw walked away from Time to buy Ziff Davis, an ailing computer magazine publisher that was saddled with debt and just out of bankruptcy. He's the first to admit that it seemed like a crazy decision, but he had done his homework, and he had a vision for how to revive the once storied brand. Finding backers, Shaw crossed his fingers and jumped in. 2 years later, having shed all print titles, rebuilt online brands, and launched a promising new data product, he's in full growth mode, and his prospects for the future look good. When I asked Shaw why he took the enormous career and financial risk of trying to bring Ziff Davis back from the dead, he said that beyond thinking it was a smart deal, he needed to prove something to himself. I had come to a point in my career where I wanted to know what I was made of, he said. Staying at Time would have been the safe thing to do, but I wanted to know if I could build a business on my own. Could I take a risk outside of a large corporation and succeed? That question really bothered me, and I knew it would keep bothering me until I tried to answer it. The emotional cost of not risking and having to live with that regret was much greater in my mind than any career or financial costs I could incur. In my work as a leadership and strategy consultant, this is a theme I hear often. Money is important, but a sense of accomplishment, growth, and self-knowledge is what really drives leaders, teams, and organizations to take risks. When you play it safe, staying in the comfort zone for too long, you don't feel these things. You stagnate, and that puts everything at risk. What it means to play it safe. Playing it safe means that you've disengaged from meaningful challenges, aren't pushing yourself or your organization to grow, and aren't creating your future, but rather being passively dragged into it. Shaw's story illustrates how personal a definition of playing it safe is. Others in his situation might have considered the path to CEO to be all the challenge they needed. But that didn't matter to Shaw because he didn't see it that way. Knowing himself and the questions he wanted to answer, he felt that he would be playing it safe if he stayed at Time, and knew that he had to make the leap. Over the past 60 years, professionals from the fields of psychology, philosophy, and adult development have recognized the need to engage in meaningful challenges as a primary driving force in living a satisfying life. Whether you're rich or poor, young or old, you need to get out of your comfort zone regularly if you want to enjoy life. That's because the real reward for leaving your comfort zone never lies in what you achieve by doing it. It lies in the process of doing it. You become engaged and energized, clear and confident. In a word, alive. Leaving your comfort zone fuels growth and development throughout life. It pushes you past perceived boundaries, allowing you to realize your potential. On one level, everyone knows this.